Hello everybody. Good morning. It is Sharon Wilson, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia. I hope you're going well. stampinwithsharon.com.au is my website. Welcome to another Friday Facebook Live, and we are in the final month, the final countdown of 2023. Only 31 days to go. Oh my goodness. I keep saying it's like this year has gone just so quickly, and here we are, 1st of December, pinching a punch for first day of the month. So it's been a fairly busy few weeks for me lately. The girls have had quite a few different performances and events and stuff for marching band. They're in the New South Wales Public Schools Millennium Marching Band, and last night they were in the city, and my husband and I went in as well. They were in the city because they were the marching band that were leading the Lord Mayor of Sydney in a sleigh with like six elves dressed up, 6 people dressed up as elves and riding trikes, I think, behind the marching band. So yeah, so that was very exciting to go and watch and then feel a bit too with lots and lots of people around. I'm not so au fait with lots of people when it's that squishy. Almost felt like I was a bit gonna get a bit claustrophobic, I was feeling. So yes, it was, but it was good to see them marching, and they had the lighting of the Christmas tree as well, so that's why they were in there. And they've performed at Spec Fest, which is the New South Wales Public School School Spectacular, which is just public schools that do a massive big show at Sydney Olympic Park. And so yes, they were out at Spec Fest doing some parading and choreography shows and stuff. So it's been a fairly full-on few weeks for them. I think they've had something on every weekend for about 4 weekends. So it's been heavy. They've got one more thing tomorrow, which is their open rehearsal, and then they're done for the year, which will be nice. And then so it's been busy, and so I've been trying to keep on top of everything as well. So today I was I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but and so we got home quite late last night, and so I'm a bit sleep deprived because I couldn't sleep as well as I should have. I woke up about 2:30 or something, and I couldn't go back to sleep, so ended up coming downstairs and getting myself a bit more organised for today. So I'm going to be showing you the Merriest trees bundle today, and I'm going to coordinate that with the paper that we used last week. What's that called? I can't remember what's that called. The paper we used last week, the Joy of Christmas Designer Series paper. So let's have a look at that. So let's go overhead camera. There we go. So remember this paper from last week. So Joy of Christmas. So I'm going to use some of this today. Not a lot, but just a bit. But the stamp set that we're using is the Merriest trees. So this one here. And as soon as I saw this one, I actually really did like this one as soon as I saw it. And I bought it, and then I wasn't sure how to use it. I got a bit stuck. And so I find at times I get a bit stuck with what I want to use or how I want to use it. And then, I think I need to just write down the different ideas that I've got in my head as soon as they come to me. But I've been inspired this morning. I had a look online really quickly and found a few ideas to be inspired by. And so I'm going to show you those ones. So we'll have a bit of a play with them with the stamp set. And there goes the business phone. Oh, they'll just have to wait. So this is the stamp set that we're using. So the Merriest trees. And so there's quite a few stamp sets. There's stamps. There's 16 stamps in there. You've got the big tree, and then you've got the accent on the tree, and you've got the "We wish you a Merry Christmas" and a few sayings. You've got the little tree stump and the decorations and what have you, and the star and some presents. So I'm not going to be using I'm not going to be doing a lot of stamping, but I hope you'll like what I have created. So I've been inspired by a couple of people. So I've used their designs as a bit of inspiration. So which ones were they? Isn't that terrible? Let's start with that one, I think. So this one, the original idea was inspired by, what is it? oldstablescrafts.co.uk. What's her name? I cannot find her name. Oh dear. Liz Yule. There you go. She's actually one of the top demos over in the UK. But this is inspired by her. Changed up the colours and everything, but it's a similar sort of layout that she had. Sorry, I'm just getting back to my design. Fairly simple, but I'm utilising as I said, the Joy of Christmas Designer Series paper. And so I've got some Pebbled Path cardstock, and I'm going to do two at the same time, just because they're the same but different colours. That's all. That's the only difference. So 2 pieces of Pebbled Path. And then I've got a piece of Basic White and a piece of the Joy of Christmas. So that's the checkered, shaded spruce checkered paper. So we might just glue that all down now. And this checkered one. So this is the Real Red and Cherry Cobbler piece, but I'm choosing to use Cherry Cobbler this time. Last week I used Real Red, but this week I thought I'll use some Cherry Cobbler because I think it might actually work a bit better. And then we can just glue that straight down onto the card base. Okay, and then we've got our 2 little Christmas trees, and we're going to bring in We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and I'm actually going to do heat embossing for this one, so it's going to get a bit noisy. Let's pull out my really old heat embossing buddy. It's so old. So you use the embossing buddy just to ensure that you're not getting the embossing powder onto sections of the card that you don't want it being on. So now I'm just going to do this. I think I'm just going to do it in white. I'll just do them both at the same time. Get out my embossing tray. This is the white. I really need 2 pairs of tweezers, don't I? Yep, come on. Okay. I'm just going to put the lid on that and I'll deal with the embossing powder in a minute. But I'll get my heat heat tool out. So it's going to get a bit loud, so I apologise for that in advance. I'll try and bring that up so maybe you can see it as it melts. It's all melted. Drop that one off and pick up the other one. Yep. Okay. So we've got our two little Christmas trees, and then we have our we've got the little tag. Tag. How do I not know that? You know. And so I think I'm going to bring in, oh, that's going to look like dirt. I think I want to, where is it? There it is. Okay, so I might bring in, I don't know whether this will go okay or not actually. Or whether, oh no, I've just had a thought. So in the original one by Liz, I think it's Liz, she's actually used balmy blue, I think, for hers, and some balmy blue paper and everything. And so she's used balmy blue in the background, and that's all lovely, yada yada yada. But because I don't want to use like cherry cobbler as the snowflakes, because that's not going to look very good, let's put the embossing powder away. And I think I'm going to get out the silver embossing powder. So I'm just going to put this away. Okay, so I've got some silver. So we might just do one at a time this time. Oh, embossing buddy, where are you? There you are. I'll just do one at a time. So. Because it is clear, it's a bit tricky to see. Right, let's go with that and see how that turns out. That might not be too bad. I think that works, doesn't it? Let's do the heat embossing of this one then. Oh, yeah, I will. Yep. I like that one. Okay, let's do the other. I'll try and be a bit more generous with some snowflakes or stars or whatever you want to call them. I didn't use my embossing buddy this time, did I? Oop, too much off. Someone just looked like a bit of smudges. Hopefully the tree will cover that up. I think a tree will hopefully cover up some of that. They do just look like silver blobs. Oh well. So there we go, got the silver blobs there. We'll put our embossing powder away. Oh, whoops. Hey, morning Sam, how you going? Sam, guess where I went to yesterday? I went to the great big Lego store. The really, really big one in Australia. In Sydney. Alright. I might just get that one out of the way for the moment so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. I've got like embossing powder and everything all over my page. Okay. Alright, let's go. This one, that one, that one. And we need some ribbon or something, I think. The happiest place on earth. Maybe something like that. Sam knows. Let's see what I've got. We might do a bit of gold and silver. Sorry, not gold and silver. Some pretty ribbon. I think we need a cherry cobbler ribbon. Or maybe there is one and I don't have it. I don't know. Let's go with those three. Yes, I did go to the happiest place, the Lego store in the city, and I bought the girls an advent calendar each because they were discounted. And the funniest thing was the lady that served me said, "I don't think I've seen I've had anyone have so many vouchers saved up." I had quite a few vouchers saved up on my Lego, my VIP account. I had 19. we used 7. So I bought them an advent calendar each, and then I bought myself the Santa sleigh because that was there. All right, let's try and work this out. See if I can fit this through the hole. That thick twine may not go. I think I'm dreaming on that one. Let me see if I can find some linen thread. There we go. Let's do a bit of linen thread instead. Because I think that just won't work. Just too thick. But I dragged my husband to the Lego store. He doesn't go to the Lego store unless I drag him there. And he was analysing the harbour bridge that's in the store and saying that it has to have like pipes and stuff all through it and metal bracketry. So I don't know, does anyone know if the harbour bridge in the store actually has bracketry through it, like metal metal brackets, metal pipes or something? I don't know. Alright, here we go. I feel like a touch of green would have been good, but that's not happening. We're just going to have them maybe not so long this time. I'll do 2 pieces of linen thread just to give it a bit more of an earthy feel. There it is. Okay. I was almost tempted to do some Lego again this morning, but thought no, I probably should do some more cards. You can never have too many Christmas cards, I think, because the girls haven't given their Christmas cards away to their friends or anything yet. So I thought, well, if I keep doing Christmas cards, then I'll have something, and I'll have cards to send out to my customers and my friends. So we want to stick this one down. So that's our little tag. And then we might pop that one up as well. I'm putting it more towards the bottom just so that we can have a bit more ribbon. But they're quite cute, isn't it? That's quite cute. So let's trim that bit off and that bit off. What do you think? What do you think of these 2 cards? There we go. There you go. There's the first 2. Yay! It's taken me a little while, but I've done a bit of embossing on this one. I don't usually do a lot of embossing, more because it just takes a bit more time and it's a bit messier and, you know, not as simple. As you know, I do like simple cards, but the layout is fairly simple. And I'm sure you could actually take it down a bit too. Just not quite sure how. The die cut's the one it's just so cute, the die cut, and the We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I think that's cute. So there you go, there's 2. So my next one is a bit of a random one that I'm sort of still, I think I know what I want, but I'm still sort of figuring it out. So this one is inspired, let me see if I can find her. Oh, that's right, it was Stampin' Pretty, I think, this one. But she has utilised, so this is a bit more involved as well. So she's utilised different paper again. But I thought I don't use pecan pie because it's not my favourite colour. I have to say, I like it, I just struggle to use it. I don't know about you, but I struggle to use pecan pie. And so I'm going to use the paper again. I know I've cut this a bit too long, and that's okay. We shall trim it. So this is the Joy of Christmas paper again. This is not a simple card, I need to say. It's definitely not a simple card. Scissors. Oh. So we're going to, I need to do some stamping. So I'm going to pull out some paper, some basic white. That's actually going to go in the center, so I might just glue that straight down now, so I'm not stamping onto that. And I want to just go straight in the center, top to bottom. Again, I'm changing it up from what the original designer had, so changing the papers and changing the way it's done. So she didn't actually go all the way to the base, to the top or the bottom, but I'm going to the top and the bottom for this one. And then I need to get out, I need the Christmas tree. Oops, I stuck a stamp on top of another stamp. There we go. And I need some old olive. So that will fit. Oh, it won't quite fit. Hang on. Let's do some stamping on some paper. This stamp is very big, so you may want to get out a mat or something just to lean on when you stamp. I actually want to stamp off, I think, oh, maybe I just stamp. So I'm not going to use all of them, so I need to get a few, because I'm going to use one as a base and then start cutting out some of the trees. So I'm not too fussed about all of them. I don't know if I'm liking it though, like it's, I don't know whether it's my ink pad or not. Maybe I switch to shaded spruce instead. Let's see if that works a bit better. Where's my cleaner? There it is. Sorry, just hold please. let's just flip you over. Let's try this again. Now I want to just stamp off. I think that's a bit better. And again, stamp off. And while I'm here, I'm just going to get out the really big, bit to go in the set in to add the texture to the tree. I'll pull that one out for the moment. So, yeah, okay. So I need to still go with a few more. So I want to go probably 2. And then I probably want to go 4. Alright, oh, I'm not sure about those 2. I might just redo these 2 again. Just got a bit of ink. That's a bit better. Much better. Alright, I think that's all the stamping for that. At least for this point in time. Oh. And now it's lots of die cutting. So, I'm just going to try and get rid of some excess. I can do a few of these at the same time. So, the dies I'm using is the Merriest trees. And there's a whole heap of different sizes in here. So with that top tree, I can just chop out that top bit. And then there's the second bit. I can chop out that little bit. And then there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually I want to do 1, 2, 3 on that one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 on that one. I think that's what I want to do. Yep, I think that's what I want to do. Alright, so I'm going to just do it off screen, sorry, just because it's gonna rub, knock my table around. So I'll do this one first. And hope that they don't move. I should have brought some post-its with me. So some post-it notes to keep them in place. So I've got a tree, another bit of a tree, a bit of a tree. That's 3 bits. Put that one away. And I think I want to do that tree and that one. So I don't need this bottom one. So let's just get rid of the excess, shall we? Get rid of the excess, and then we can die cut. So there is a bit of die cutting in this, but you can do it in only two goes, so it doesn't take too long, but there's just a bit more stamping. Hopefully this worked and we're all good. Okay. Whew. Let's get to assembling. So what I want to do is I actually want to layer them all, and I'm just going to pop them all up on dimensionals as well. So it just gives a good 3D layered effect. So I think I want to start from the bottom, but I only want to put the dimensionals, I think, on the bottom of the trees. So just on the bottom sections, because obviously, as you can imagine, it's going to be quite bulky if I do dimensionals on the whole lot of the layers. And then just a bit of Tombow to hold it down. So I'm just going to line up the top of each layer. I'll glue on this one. So you can see it's just adding the extra dimension and popping the bases up. But the rest of it's flat. And then the top one we just do full. And so there you have a tree, and you can see all the layers that are in there. And so you've got your little tree, but wait, there's more. We're going to pull out a pecan pie, and just on a bit of scrap. Stamp the stump And there is actually a die to cut this out, but quite frankly, it's like straight lines. It'll be quicker just to cut it out rather than die cut it. And I can leave the top bit there because I can use that as part of the bit to hold the tree in place. The stump in place. So just like that. Then pop it all over and grab those dimensionals and we can pop the whole thing up. Need dimensional on this little guy down here too, don't I? So obviously I haven't lined it up perfectly. You can probably see, hopefully. I'm not quite lined up all the way, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. As long as I get him straight, I should be okay. Oh, he's a bit jaunty. And then somewhere in here I had an extra star that I think I'll use on top, and I'm just going to use a glue dot on this one, just at the very top of that tree. Like that. And then I just need a sentiment. So I've got the basic white, and I'm just going to pull out, I think the red. I think. Try that again with a bit more colour. A tiny bit more colour. And we can just pop that in there. And I think a bit of linen thread will go quite nicely. Morning, Deb, how are you going? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. And a bit of a glue dot. That underneath. There we go. So that is my third card. I'm hoping it's not fuzzy. I think it is. There you go. So that's number 3. Let's see, what was my next one? Oh, this one. So this one was sort of, it's in my head, I'm sort of still figuring out as I go. You know, that's what I do. So I've got a piece of basic white, just the standard white, not the thick white. I'm just, you know, it's what I have on hand, it's really quick. So I've got a piece of basic white. I've got a piece of shaded spruce and another piece of basic white. I'm just going to pop that on top and glue that straight down onto my basic white. Like that. Now this is the tricky bit, because I think oh, there it is. It's alright, found them. I wanted to use my blending brushes for these ones. So I just need my shaded spruce. And what I wanted to do was just add some colour to the bottoms of each. Ah. I did obviously a bit of pre-cutting before before I started this morning, just because I thought I need to get things going a bit quickly. Oh, I'm going to bring this in. I wasn't going to, but I think I will add some extra texture to each of the pieces as well. Obviously not going to see the whole lot. And then we want to do similar to what we've just done. So dimensionals. On just the bottom parts. Starting from the biggest piece down to the smallest. So Tombow on this one, Tombow on that one. Try and line it up. I think I might need a trunk, and I put my stamp somewhere. There it is. Oh. Ah. Pecan pie ink all over my finger. And I am going to just do this flat, straight on top. Oh, that's cute. Oh, where'd my envelopes go? I thought I had another star. Oh, I was going to use a tag. That's not happening. Oh, I thought I had another star. Oh, there he is. There he is. There's my star. Let's go at the top. Like that. And yeah, we'll just go some cherry cobbler, I think, again, and we might just keep going with the same stamp. hope that I don't muck up. Yeah. Cute. There you go. Oh, I like that one. That's cute. I like that one. That turned out really well. So this is what happens when I start playing with something. Then the creativity starts going. Now this one I wasn't quite sure what I did on this one. Oh, I remember. Yes, I remember. So this one was casing the catalogue, I believe. Here's my last one for today. So let me get my mouse and find out where I am. Pretty sure this one was casing the catalogue. Oh, where are you? I know it was. I'm sure it was. That one. There we go. And now I need another star too. So, alright, some shaded spruce. Oh, is that the right size? Hang on. That may not be the right size. No, that looked wrong. Ugh. Shaded spruce. Shaded spruce. Here we go. And I think I will need one more star. Now this one is actually not casing the catalogue. This one is by Mo Roots, M-O Roots, R-O-O-T-E-S, crafty-roots.com. That's who it is. Pretty much just copying this one. Colour for colour, stamp for stamp. So we have our cherry cobbler, our shaded spruce, and let's work on the card base first. So we need our tree. And I want to just stamp him pretty much there. And then again and again. I'm going to stamp off and stamp again. And then I'm going to do a bit of balmy blue. Where are my little... There they are. My little snowflakes. My sentiment, again, cherry cobbler. And I've got a bit of leftover cherry cobbler cardstock, and I want to just basically put that underneath. So I think I'm just going to bring in another bigger piece. And stick that one down. Stick this one over the top. And just trim it down. And then that can go right there. up on some dimensionals. And see the smudges on this tree. And look, now they're no longer there. Alright, let's see if we can get some sort of resemblance of sorted. So I want to glue that one down. There you are. Bit of a mess today. Let's just get that out of the way. And I just want to get a star. So I did have a bit of gold. There's my gold. And I have my stars. So I might just chop out 2 at the same time, because why not? Alright, tree, that one or that one? I think I like the rounded star a bit better. So dimensional, not dimensional, what glue dot, that's the one. Let's just get another one because it seems like it's rounded off. There we go. How's that? It's not too bad, really. 5 cards. I want to try and utilise the similar colours as last week as well, just to show you that you can just use the same colours for the same things, and obviously you can also add some embellishments and everything to the cards, but I think they sort of can really stand on their own 2 feet without necessarily having embellishments as well. So yeah, I hope you like those cards. I think yeah, as I said, I got inspired by a few people this morning, and then this one I got inspired and then completely changed the card anyway, so took on part of this card, and yeah, so yeah, I think it turned out really well. I was actually thinking about embossing it, dry embossing with the melody die, the music dies, embossing folder, sorry. But I like them. Like, you've got two silver, 3 gold. Yeah, what do you think? Do you like these cards? Have I convinced you to purchase the Merriest trees? This stamp set, I believe, is actually on the retiring list from Stampin' Up. So if you are inspired by it, I would suggest you get on and buy it while you can. I'm just going to check quickly if it's actually still there, because that's probably quite helpful, really, isn't it? If it's still available to purchase. And don't forget, you need to check out the clearance rack, because there's so many Christmassy things on there as well. Let me see, Merriest trees. There it is. Let me see if I can show you. There you go. So yeah, you've got Merriest Trees bundle, which is $98. You can get the dies and stamps separately if you wish. But there's also the specials, which is the clearance rack. And so there's actually quite a lot of things on the clearance rack that you might want to check out. There's lots of dies. There's a few Christmassy stamps. So these are actually stamps. They never used to have stamp sets on the clearance rack, but they do now. So make sure you check them out, because you've got like the sweet candy canes, Santa's delivery. You've got the trees for sale. So you've got some really cool stamps that are Christmassy that you can buy and get ready for Christmas if you're sort of a bit more on a budget this year. You've got some gorgeous white frayed ribbon you can use as well. You've got some scalloped craft treat boxes you could use for the table decorations. You've got your red and green foil. You've got the festive felt. There's so many things that you can buy just for Christmas. And yeah, especially being on a budget and everything, if you want to do that, you can. Yeah, so you've even got a little holly berry builder punch, which is only $18.60. So make sure you're checking that out as well. Because there's some great products on the clearance rack, as well as so check them out. Waiting for the 4th. You mean the 5th? I think we can order from the 5th of December, I think. So there's pre-order coming for demonstrators. So if you're not a demonstrator, you have to wait until January to order from the brand new mini catalogue that's coming out. But as a demonstrator, we can pre-order from the 5th of December. So it's one of the perks that you get as a demonstrator. So if you'd like to join my team, please do get in contact with me, or go to stampinwithsharon.com.au and click join now. But you can always ask me a question. Hey Priscilla, welcome. I'm about to finish. Sorry. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed what I've shown you, and I hope I've inspired you. But if you haven't, Priscilla, if you haven't watched it, you can go back and watch it again. It'll be up on my Facebook page. I used the Merriest Trees bundle today. So, I hope I've inspired you to get creative and get those Christmas cards into the mail. But that's it for me today. I will catch you again next week. Bye.